Hello, I'm John. I'm from Eurovisionary, and you're watching the coverage for day 2 of the rehearsals of the 2013 Eurovision Song Contest. During the course of today, we'll be seeing 8 songs, the second 8 songs from the first semi-final that will be taking place next Tuesday. Some of them are running a bit out of order, but we'll get to that further on down the line. Hope you enjoy the coverage, and as always, you can read more about it on www.eurovisionary.com. First on of the day, we had Montenegro. Now, the Montenegrin song is dubstep, I think that's what the term used, and it is different, and the stage performance is certainly very different. I'll come to what the guys are wearing very shortly. It's a very bright stage, all white, yellow, green, flashing behind them. The 2 guys that are Husi come on to dry ice, and they are dressed as spacemen, complete with the helmets, backpacks, big suits, the lot. They are dressed as spacemen. It is brilliant. So they come on and they do the first part of the rap, and then Nina comes up from the stage. There's a lift that brings her up on stage. It is really effective. She's dressed as sort of a cyborg sort of character. It's something you have to see, and there will be footage around somewhere where you can watch all this. The whole effect is very effective. There's only the 3 of them on stage. They don't do much. They just sing, they rap, they move around a little bit. The closeness of the stage really sets us off very well. After seeing this and the song that was on before it yesterday, the song that was on before it yesterday may not qualify.
Thank you.
This is Frank Holm reporting from Eurovisionary directly from Malmö, where Belgium just been rehearsing for the very first time. Roberta Belarus was on the stage wearing a black suit and a white shirt with 2 backing dancers and 3 backing vocals. He is placed in the center of the stage in front of a very blue backdrop where the words from his song appear. He's quite static in his stage performance, not leaving the center of the stage once, but his vocals are very strong, and he delivers the love song quite well. If he should change a little bit, I think he should sort of leave the mic stand for a second at the end of the song.
Next to rehearse today was Belarus. Now they've thrown quite a lot of things into this one. After the stage, it's nothing at all like the stage show that we saw in the national final. She emerges from a huge, enormous glitter ball, which is certainly eye-catching to say the least. She comes out of it as if she's coming out of a spaceship, and then just starts singing, and it all works very well. She's got a couple of dancers who do lots of acrobatic tricks. She's got 3 backing singers to sort of complete the lineup of 6 people on stage. As I said, there's a lot of movement, a lot of busy stuff going on. At one point, the dancers start beating drums that are like upturned domes with big blue flashing lights. As regards the backdrop, it's just very simple. It's bright, shiny colours, sort of silvers, golds, that sort of thing. It's one of those songs that will probably be a bit of a vote sponge come the semi-final next week. It might not pick up huge votes off countries, but it might get like the 1s to 7s off a lot of countries, and that will be enough to see it through. So I think we will be seeing Belarus in the grand final a week on Saturday.
Aljona from Moldova has just been on the stage for the very first time here in Malmö, and we saw the stage showing a big sky full of stars with Aljona in front of the stage. Behind her are 3 backing dancers and a piano player on her right. She delivers a quite strong vocal performance on her own, as she has no visible backing singers. Her dress is used as a projection where you see stars, lightning, similar to the ones we saw with the Azerbaijani from last year in Baku. At the end of the song, she's raised up so that we see the full dress, white dress, and she finished her song sort of about 4 meters.
Song number 5 rehearsing was Ireland. Eagerly awaited one by some because there are a lot of Irish people here, and it's interesting. It's always been in my top 10. I've liked the song and I still like it, but there's a couple of provisos about that. I'll start with the setting first. You've got a big Celtic cross behind you, that's behind the singers. It's all illuminated. It's all very sparkly and everything. In front of them, you've got Ryan, who's just dressed white t-shirt, black jacket, black trousers, white shoes. He's got stage left, there's 2 backing singers, 2 female backing singers. Stage right, you've got an enormous drum kit, sort of like those kodo drummers that you get in Japan. It's a huge, massive drum kit, and you've got one guy that spends all his time just beating various drums. He's also got 2 backing dancers who are switching between dancing and lots of very acrobatic dancing, and lots of drumming as well. So on the one hand, it's a very good performance. His vocal just needs to be tightened up a little bit, but it's almost there. On the other hand, it's a little bit busy. There's an awful lot of stuff going off that might distract the viewer from watching Ryan sing, which is basically what the song's all about. I'm going to stick my neck out and say it's still going to qualify. They need to do a bit of polishing up, but they've got plenty of time to do that. I think it will qualify. The next country to rehearse this afternoon was Cyprus, and it's just a complete contrast to the Irish rehearsal that we saw earlier. Cyprus consists of Despina Olympiou, and that's pretty much it, really. She's on stage by herself. It's a very dark stage. It's a very, very simple setting. It's just her. Just a very nice backdrop that sort of suits the song. It's all very soothing and mellow and right for the ballad. Despina is wearing a long, lacy black dress, and we don't seem to think she's wearing much else underneath it. So that might get a certain segment of the audience voting for her in its droves. She sings it right. It comes across. She sings it, but to be honest, in my opinion, it doesn't really go anywhere. Sorry, Cyprus. It would be nice if it qualified, especially as it would add a Greek language song, song in a language that's not English, to the mix. But I don't think on this performance she's really going to be going through. But they've got another rehearsal in a few days' time to turn it around, so we'll see what happens then. The next country to rehearse, the penultimate one of the day, was Lithuania. Andreas is an interesting character, but yeah, it's going to be definitely borderline. The set's nothing to write home about this time. There's not much going off. It's just generally very dark. He's got a couple of backing singers on stage with him just to provide the harmonies. They're all dressed in black. He's all dressed in black, but with a white shirt. But it's a shiny black leather jacket. He did a couple of run-throughs. The first couple were just him singing to camera. He was pretty static with his feet. There was a bit of arm moving going off. He didn't really engage with the camera too well at all. One of the last runs through, he did wear a pair of dark black sunglasses, and it didn't come across very well at all. He's got quite expressive eyes, but without the eyes, you just can't see a thing what's going off. And again, it was very static. It was almost as if they got one of the stagehands on stage just to do the run through. It's going to need a lot of work, Lithuania. I'm being honest here. You could still do it. If you finish 10th, it's then game on in the final. But I don't think on this performance that we're going to be seeing Lithuania in the final on the 18th of May. Final rehearsal of the day was the 3 girls from Serbia. They are dressed very oddly, very differently. Completely different to their stage show in the national final. We no longer have Devil, Angel and Girl in Gold. We have 3 girls that are dressed in various combinations of pink, yellow, green, blue, white. They're all very uncolour coordinated, I think is a very good word to describe it. They've got 3 backing singers just to help them out a bit. The stage show is trying to portray the battle of good and evil over this young lady's mind, and they're all just taking their turns in singing at her. shouting at her in some cases. Our main girl who's being sung at, she's got a big red heart just here, so they're obviously trying to win her heart. She's also got a big curler right in the middle of her head, which gives a very, very odd look to it. The singing is not bad. It's a little bit shouty perhaps, but they can sort that out. That can be sorted out with when they get the sound checks and things through. But I think it's the stage show they need to work on a little bit. It's odd. I don't know where it's going to get votes from like that. But they've got a couple of days to sort it out before we see them again rehearse. So there you have it. We've seen 8 more songs rehearsed today, and that concludes all of the first rehearsals for the songs in the first semi-final next Tuesday. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Don't forget to read the stuff that's on the website, www.eurovisionary.com. We have the Facebook page, we have the Twitter feed. It's all there for your enjoyment. We're going to be back tomorrow for day 3 of the rehearsals, and we see the start of the second semi-finalists. First on tomorrow morning will be Latvia. Stay tuned, thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.